our feature presentation.
What you are about to hear may be offensive to some portions of our listening audience. If you are easily offended by references to normal human bodily, social, and cultural functions, please exercise your right to control yourself and stop listening now. That is, tune out, turn off, on, or up if you're into this sort of thing. And now, for our feature.
Understanding your radio is important. The controls are simple to operate, the most important being the channel selection. The radio should be equipped
with your favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio. You are waking up right now with that Rise and Grind Morning Show. Before I get into everything on the show today, I do want to take a moment real quick to send our thoughts and prayers right now and all the positive energy we can to our good friend Darlene, who Dee is going through some things with her dad right now, and he's really sick and needs all the positive energy and prayers that we can send her way. So if you got those prayer warriors or you got those people out there like I have, please do me a favor and give them a ring and tell them to send out some prayers for Darlene's dad. I appreciate it. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead, ladies and gentlemen, and we will jump right into the show today.
Pump up my ear volume.
There we go.
Now I can hear you.
Now you can hear me. Today is National Hemp Day, National Homemade Soup Day, National Creative Vacuum Day, National Thank a Mail Carrier Day.
You leave him snacks?
If he brings me a check. When he brings me the other things, I don't even like the guy.
Right.
Like, bro, nobody wants these bills. What are you sending these for?
Nah, I just don't open them.
Right. Natalie Imbruglia is 50. Boxing's Oscar De La Hoya is 52 years old. Country singer Clint Black is 63. Alice Cooper is 77 years old today. And former Vice President Dan Quayle is 78 years old.
Whoa.
And if it's your birthday or your birthday week, then happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday.
We are counting down to my birthday. Just so everybody, I'm very excited to turn 40.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I meant the joke.
Oh. No, 40 is good. I was 28 for so long, I might as well be 39 forever.
You know what they say, you can only be 15 once, but you could be 29 for the
rest of your life.
You're good.
People would ask me how old I was, man. It caused so many issues for me because I was so worried about aging out of the format I was playing in. So I was like, man, I'm going to get too old for the format I'm in. Right?
Uh-huh.
Even though I'm a ginger, so I age very slowly.
Yeah.
Like, and with the help of Botox and Dr. Garamone, I age even slower.
Right.
And and it's so...
I'm Latina. We have a thing.
Right.
We have a pact with somebody. I ain't going to talk about it.
So I remember when I got into radio, it was late. Like I didn't, it wasn't something I did right out of high school. I was like 24 when I got into radio. So like everybody who had 24 were bosses, and like these guys have been in it their whole lives. And back in my day, you could get into radio at 15 if you knew the right person.
Oh. And
you would start like setting up remotes, and by 18 you're you know the whole. You worked there for 3 years. You know the whole.
Playing the records.
You work at a radio station for a whole 3 years. You know everything, right? So
playing the vinyl.
So I always had this fear that my age was a factor, even though my career was not. Like I had a very successful radio career. So, and as it continues today. So some news. So Trump gets on and says, I'm putting tariffs on Canada. I'm going to put tariffs on Mexico. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to put tariffs on China. Mm-hmm. And do you know, now let me ask you a question.
And we're taking Panama back.
Right. And we will. And by the way, I talked to my dad. My dad's a super hard conservative news watcher now. What's crazy is he had a hard time watching the news for the past 4 years because it would elevate his blood pressure. It would piss him off. His doctor basically said, don't watch it anymore, bro, please.
Yeah.
So now he's back.
I think a lot of us were like
now
that.
He's like geeked into it, like almost like he's binge watching, right? Mm-hmm. And I like to call him at least once, twice a week. I try my best, right? I'm not the best communicator with my family, but I try.
Okay.
And so I call my dad And he's like, what do you think about what's going on? I said, I love it. I said, he's doing a great job. He's ruffling some feathers, but he's being transparent. And I think the thing that everyone has to be thankful for is that we believe he's being transparent. Listen, there's things he's never going to be able to be transparent for the national security reasons. But basically, I'm just telling you, ladies and gentlemen. So he wakes up. He decides to go put these tariffs. Do you know why? I had no idea why. Like, I had to go research why. Why are we putting tariffs on? All we know is that they implemented tariffs. And if you watch mainstream media, what does mainstream media say?
Attack him and tell us that we're going to
you're going to pay. You're going to pay for him putting tariffs on something. Well, hold up. Why am I going to pay more? Is there a good reason why I'm going to pay more? Because if there's a good reason, and that's because he wants to stop the fentanyl from coming into this country. He wants to stop these border situations, and these people are not. And just for the record, the guy who got on the news, Trudeau, whatever his name is, right, from Canada, he's not in charge anymore.
Trudeau.
No,
Trudeau lost. Trudeau lost. He's out. Why does he doesn't matter. Like, we don't want to hear from you, bro. And if I was a Canadian, I'd be like, bro, shut up.
A lot of them were doing that.
And my dad believes, the 51st state thing with Canada isn't as far-fetched as you believe.
No, because they are dependent on us for a lot of their resources.
I'm about to make them the 51st state. If they're going to use all of our money like Texas does, we might as well make them pay.
Right?
Better than paying 25 cents extra for bacon.
The Canadian type.
You know,
I don't even like that one. They can keep
it's
it.
ham.
It's ham, literally.
Just so we know, Canadian bacon, you dumbass, it's ham.
I might be the only one that likes it.
I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, I like it.
You're into the maple.
Oh, just so you know,
And the maple syrup, I'm down with.
I'm pretty much cool with anything swine, just so everyone knows. Sorry for those that are offended by that statement.
Even feet?
I've never ate pig feet, but I like hog maws. I like pig feet. Every time I'm in the kitchen, you in the kitchen. In the goddamn refrigerator. Eating up all the food. All the hog maws. All the pig feet.
Yeah, you can have those.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd eat pig feet. Just like I wouldn't know if I'd eat frog legs. But who knows? I never thought I'd eat gator, and I ate so much gator I almost threw up. I was like, this is so good.
Yeah,
we had a gator fry one time when
frog legs.
You probably eat a lot of kitty cat and don't even know it.
Possibly.
Time we go, what?
That's not even funny.
It's true.
It's not true.
Trump said it.
He never said that. Don't put that out there. He never said that. I never said what I said is Haitians are eating the damn cats, not us.
I'll circle back.
So the news goes right on with attacking Trump.
Yeah.
And because Mexico fires back pissed, Canada fires back pissed.
Yeah.
We already know China's going to be back pissed.
Yeah.
And we only gave them a 10% tariff. We take a lot of shit from them. We go into not 25 for you.
He's like, I
just
kind
10
of
for
need
you.
computer chips. We're
Right,
good.
right. Yeah. So the news goes on thinking that because they commented, the news goes on, mainstream media goes on, it starts attacking, just starts blasting, blasting on Trump. Now Mexican president makes a deal with Trump to pause tariffs for a month and put 10,000 troops on the border. She's good. Right. The woman who, and I'm starting to believe that the hat that said "Make America Mexicana Again," I believe that may have been AI created, not real.
No, she changed her tune, especially if you listen to it in Spanish, like you hear the whole thing. She changed her tune, like, I feel that we can work with President Trump and we could definitely secure borders and we can do this and we could do that. Like, she went on about how supportive she was about President Trump. So it was interesting.
And because, and I'm going to get into the other tariffs here in a minute, but I want to say, and if you don't know this, and I think everybody needs to know this, America is a business. We are a business. Now, we are a democracy and a republic, and we are what we are.
Yeah.
Okay, I understand that.
Right.
All right. But
they took a swing and it went wrong.
We broke if we're not a business. You understand what I'm trying to tell everybody? Like, you just can't, money just doesn't come out of nowhere. And if it doesn't come from other people and other ways of us making money, then guess who it gets to come from? You. And, you know, my dad said that there's a rumor out there, and I never researched this yet, and I probably should have, but I woke up late today. It's been a rough night. I'm here, irrelevant.
Yeah.
And he was saying that Trump's talking about eliminating income tax by increasing the tariffs.
All right.
So that's good for some, but not good for all. And so I'm not 100% on board. And I was like, I don't know if that's true, and I'd have to research that. So who knows? So Mexican President Claudia Sheinbaum said yesterday that she reached a deal with Donald Trump to halt the imposition of 25% tariffs for 1 month in exchange for concession on the border. Steinbaum said Mexico agreed to reinforce the U.S.-Mexican border with 10,000 personnel from their National Guard to help crack down on fentanyl dissemination into the U.S. Steinbaum and Trump had a call yesterday morning, and the U.S. will then work with Mexico to prevent the trafficking of weapons into America's southern neighbor.
Right. And now that the cartel has kind of put out an order that says, shoot at Americans, and they have like apparently weaponized drones and long range kind of guns and stuff. So it's gonna be interesting.
Hey, I like you. Listen, can I call you Claudia? I want to call you Claudia. Claudia, I like you. I really do. But I will stomp the shit out of your cartel. I don't even have to do it with I can just call a couple of guys I know from New York and it'll be over. Yeah. All right, but here's what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna give you a moment to think about it. Call me back. I gotta get this thorough dude out of the phone. I don't know. He's not even the boss anymore. I gotta talk to him.
You know what's interesting though? Like, even the Amish has come out in support, and they literally sent out like the one guy that has the phone, and he was on TikTok and he was tagging Donald Trump and said, "We're ready to work with you." He goes, "We could build a barn in a day. We could definitely build a wall." They were literally straight up.
Oh.
Yeah, they're like, "We're willing to come to the call."
I got a call from an Amish guy.
Yeah.
I know he's not supposed to have a phone. I don't know how he called me, but he said Trump, and I said, yes, what's going on? He said, I'm going to bring down, now this is crazy, but this is what he said. I'm going to bring down 10 million Amish. I didn't even know there were 10 million Amish here. We're going to build the wall in 15 minutes.
And it'll be the best wall you've ever seen.
It'll be the biggest and best wall. They won't be able to climb it, and then they'll try to figure out how we climbed it without ladders. Then Donald Trump also made a phone call to Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, announcing a temporary deal yesterday to halt the imposition of 25% tariffs in each of its nation's imports for 30 days. While final border security pact gets hashed out, Trump and Trudeau spoke on the phone twice yesterday before announcing the agreement with Canada set to ensure 10,000 troops will be stationed at the northern border, and the Prime Minister vowing to take steps to crack down on fentanyl smuggling. Trump announced on Truth Social, follow the call with Trudeau, Canada will implement their $1.3 billion border plan.
This is the best part about this, the whole comedic effect, because like he says something, then the left, because they're used to like things taking years and years and years to actually have some sort of resolution.
Right.
They're like, tariff, and they're like, oh my God, get ready to pay for it, get ready. Oh, they're going to go against us and everything's going to be horrible. And then 5 minutes later, everything's been resolved. And it was like,
right.
Like, I didn't even have time to make a post about it. It's embarrassing.
I read something that I haven't got to yet. I haven't been able to find the story, but I just read the headline, so I'll have to get, maybe Sean can find it, that he says if Ukraine wants any more help, they have to give us their most valuable resource.
Seen that last night. And also because they...
rare earth minerals.
Yeah,
right.
earth minerals. And then he said...
Oh, you want help? We want all your minerals.
Right.
Oh, you're not cool with that? Oh, you're rich, but you want our money.
Right. And then he said, and where's the money? Like, where did it go? He says, well, we never got it. We only got this amount. And she's like, well, where's the rest of it? Basically, Trump. So now Trump's got him up against the wall because now he's got to squeal. Now he's got to say, oh, yeah, it was all money laundering and all the stuff that we did, you know? And he's not going to admit to that. So now he's going to put him up against the wall. We're going to have a bunch of, like, whatever the heck he's got in the ground.
I want to let you know I'm going to get to the bottom of it. That's what I do. And if I don't, Elon will, put you in the chipper just like USAID.
Get hypnotized by the alien.
Did you see that?
What?
So USAID is gone. So USAID is just a basic funnel of money. Like we help out the world or whatever, USAID or whatever. It's a government organization, and Trump doesn't like it. So they dismantled it, fired everybody. And then Elon Musk went on X and said, he went on X and said, we just put US aid in the wood chipper.
In the wood chipper.
So, and then the Chinese tariffs are still in place. China's pissed. They're trying to sue us they're trying to sue the country in the world order, whatever it is, and trying to make China's trying to sue us now for their tariffs.
Okay.
And at whatever organization is out there, I don't remember. I don't have it. Because I knew that was never going to happen. Doug Ford says he's ripping up the $69 million deal with Musk Company amid Trump tariffs against Canada. In November, the progressive conservative leader of Canada's most populous province announced a $69 million deal with Elon Musk Starlink in an effort to bring high-speed internet to thousands of homes and businesses and some of more in Ontario. The contract is no more. According to Premier Doug Ford, who yesterday said he was taking steps to push back against tariffs on Canadian goods imposed by Donald Trump, who has tapped Musk to run the so-called Department of Government Efficiency, will be ripping up the Providence contract with Starlink. He wrote on X, Ontario won't do business with people hell-bent on destroying our economy. It's so great. And how long before he changes that? I don't have internet, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere, like I needed Starlink,
Right.
Like that ain't gonna work. You're punishing your own residents. And finally, we're done talking about the tariffs. Is America about to play Survivor?
Survivor.
You want to know what I'm talking about?
Well, I don't know how I'm going to get through it without my bubble wrap funding.
Donald Trump has appointed British TV executive Mark Burnett, who produced him on The Apprentice, as his special envoy in the UK. Trump said he was a great honor to pick his former colleague for the role, which is separate to the position of U.S. ambassador to the UK. Mark will work to enhance diplomatic relations, focus on areas of mutual interest, including trade investment opportunities, and other exchanges. So the guy who, I think he runs Survivor. I think he produced Survivor. He put Celebrity Apprentice. So many shows. Mark Burnett's name's on so many shows. He produces so many shows.
Yeah.
And now it's time to go to council.
Oh, God. Here we go. It's going to be good.
But I'm all about it. Your Kane's rare element, a condition. Right. You want support, give us all your elements, because you're taking money on your own rich elements and your own rich minerals in your world, and you're putting it in your pocket while saying you're broke and you need us.
Right.
Spend your own damn money. That's why. And now he's like, oh, I don't want money. Yeah, you do. You got some money.
Did you, and this is kind of like left field here.
Come on, left field me.
Our lovely Kennedy, that when he was being questioned by Bernie Sanders, did you see the snapback?
Right, when he said about how much he's donated.
Yes.
And how much money he's taken from Big Farm.
Yeah, and that made him Bernie very uncomfortable. You could tell. He was not happy.
You take
that was from the workers, not the people with the... I'm like,
you got, boy, he is the hardest person to impersonate in the world.
Yeah.
RFK Jr., like, you just can't.
There was a cover girl, not trans, but he identifies as nothing. I don't know what he does. But he like does like his makeup and stuff, and he actually became like the cover of CoverGirl. He went on there and apparently has no idea about, Kennedy's situation. And he started making fun of him, like, how many packs of cigarettes you gotta smoke? I mean, completely ignorant stuff. Why would you appoint this person in health when they can't even take care of their own body? Because look at all the cigarettes they have to smoke to be able to talk like this and da-da-da. And people went after him. They went after this James Clark kid. Like, he was, like, deleting stuff left and right. I mean, he had a huge following, and people are just not taking it anymore. They don't think it's cute. They don't think it's funny. Like, the ignorance is like...
weird. I just want to go on the record and say something. Because we're winning, we see it that way.
Yeah.
If we were losing, you would see it differently.
Right.
And you would feel like you're fighting for your life. That's what they're doing. They're
Okay.
fighting for their position. They're trying to fight for their position, and they're reaching at anything they can reach for because they're losing. And instead of stepping back,
Yeah.
absorbing what's going on, and making a plan of action, because that's what you have to do if you are anti-Trump, and that's what I mean by anti-Trump, because it's not just liberals. There are people that don't like Trump.
Right. There's a bunch.
Trump's a polarizing person.
Very.
You love him or you hate him, and if you hate him, you hate those that
Right.
love him.
Right.
And I'm sorry.
Insane, but yeah.
Kiss my ass. I don't care. You have this clip?
I
Huh?
have the yes.
Hold on.
me
You
too,
have the
I
clip.
sent
Let me. I gotta unmute you because you were mute. Hold on. I keep pressing it.
I've
wrong
been
way.
finding
Hold
so
on.
many good things lately. you know.
I think you're on now. Go ahead. Can you play that clip? Is that the RFK clip you had? Yeah. You had it right there. What happened to it?
We're getting no sound. Here we go.
The problem of corruption is
Everything's turned off
You
today.
guarantee do what every other major country does. It's a simple question.
And by the way, Bernie, the problem of corruption is not just in the federal agencies, it's in Congress too. Almost all the members of this panel are accepting, including yourself, are accepting millions of dollars from the pharmaceutical industry and protecting their interests.
Oh, I thought that would no.
I thought that
I
would
ran for president like you. I got millions and millions of contributions. They did not come from the executives, not one nickel of PAC money from the pharmaceutical industry. They came from workers.
2020, in 2020, you were the single largest
Because I had
receiver of pharmaceutical money.
contributions from workers all over this country. Workers,
You were the
with not a nickel from corporate
Bernie,
tax.
you were the single largest acceptor of pharmaceutical dollars.
No, from workers in the industry.
1.5 million.
Yeah, out of 200 million. All right, but you have not answered. Last question. You have not answered my question.
Moving on.
He's like, shit, I'm losing this argument. Let me back out.
He's
Let me
like, I
back
can't
out.
believe I'm losing
I don't
with
even
this
know what I'm
guy.
talking about anymore.
Yeah, well, yeah.
That was not the answer I wanted you to give.
It's like two guys arguing with the same speech impediment.
I'm a-
I don't know what's happening.
Blah, 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 people. I would
What are
kill
you like?
for the Muppets to still be around
Oh my goodness.
because they would recreate Congress and it would be the greatest.
Imagine a Bernie Sanders
greatest.
Muppet.
I want a Bernie Sanders Muppet. I want a Donald Trump. I want the whole thing Muppets. Give me the Congress and Muppets.
Do it. Do it.
By the way, the Senate confirmed oil industry executive Chris Wright to be the next energy secretary yesterday, clearing the way for Donald Trump to expand domestic energy production and ramp up liquefied natural gas exports. The Colorado-based CEO of Liberty Energy was confirmed by a vote of 59 to 38, with all present Republicans and 7 Democrats throwing their support behind his nomination.
And here's some more stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the show dog.
The show dog.
And the Department of Justice threatens legal action against anyone who impedes Elon Musk's Doge work. The interim U.S. attorney in Washington warned yesterday his office would pursue charges against anyone who impedes the work of Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency, which Donald Trump has tasked with dismantling the federal bureaucracy. The Justice Department message was delivered shortly before the White House confirmed that Musk had been a made special government employee amid his efforts to downsize and restructure the federal government.
Interesting. And here oh, we gotta stow away.
I'm not leaving. Kiss my ass, Sean.
We gotta stow away here. So I also wanted to kind of inform you about this one.
All right, what do you got?
India plans to lower taxes on imports and buy more U.S. goods to strengthen the trade ties with President Trump and avoid economic disagreements. They are now our friends.
It's a definite definition of what. Listen, and I hope that they share this to every liberal in the world. I think every liberal needs to hear this. If you can't tell the difference between when there's a Democratic president and a Republican president, and it's not about just Trump. Now, Trump's a different beast, but all Republican presidents have a hammer hand. Listen, we will come over there and beat your ass. Don't you ever talk to... Did you just call my mom? What did you say to my
What
mom?
did you say?
Right. Like, we're not playing that game. Like,
Yeah.
we are that people. Like,
You want to F
respect
around and find
who we
out?
are, respect our size, respect our economy, respect what we do.
Yeah.
Do not disrespect America.
No.
We are the biggest. And Russia thinks they are. They're not. We are. We're the biggest.
Surprise.
The greatest country in the entire world. We're right here in it. And I 100% believe that. And I think that what we have now is people are realizing, and some people, some people played middle of the road, right? Played
Right.
Switzerland. Like I'm not friends with anybody. I'm not enemies. I'm just here playing alone. Y'all want to come over? Come on over. Yeah, we're really nice. No fighting over here. No.
Switzerland.
But now they can't do that.
No.
Pick a side.
He's putting them against the wall.
Where do you want to be?
Are you screwing me and you're going to admit it and you're going to fix it, or are we going to do something about it? It's kind of like that.
I feel like Trump became president. He was like, bring me the budget.
He became a very...
Like a printed version of every dollar that's leaving America.
Roll the tape!
Isn't that what he was supposed to do with Elon?
Is this it? Is this the... hold on. Don't roll it. Hold on. Roll the tape.
These are what we're spending money on. That
Sunfish
is
get more
ridiculous.
aggressive when you give them are those costs. $100,000 went to finding out if sunfish get more aggressive when you give them gin or tequila. Over $700,000 was spent to figure out if Neil Armstrong said one small step for man or one small step for a man when he walked on the moon. And they didn't even figure it out. $120,000 to study why prisoners want to get out of jail. That's right. 120 grand for that. And 1.5 million went to encourage people in New York to play more video games. Remember when Andrew McCabe bought a conference table for the Justice Department?
We could have got in on that.
$70,000.
More video games.
$70,000 for a conference table. That's the kind of spending that's about to end.
And that's just the one. They didn't even talk about the bubble wrap. There was like, I don't know how many millions.
Can we get into something off of that video right there? Can I get you into something right now?
Yeah.
That's happened in America, right? We've been paying $70,000 for a conference table.
Yeah.
It's happening right here in Lee County, and nobody's paying attention. It's really starting to piss me off. You guys should all go to your school boards, your county commissioners, and get a list of all the stuff they spent money on. Go and check it out. If you go to the meeting, they approve it. They'll say, we approve Blue October to be the... I'm just looking at that.
The official everything.
Right. And let's say Blue October was an air conditioning company.
Yeah.
Blue October Air is got the contract to change the locks on the schools. And you're sitting there going, oh, cool. And you don't think about, well, Blue October doesn't do locks.
Right.
How did they get the contract?
Right.
And we overspend on everything. We spend more on stuff. Listen, and this is something I went against this. You can't go against this, by the way, and not till you're elected. So if Trump would have went against this in the beginning, if Trump would have went in the very beginning and said, I'm going after all these people, he wouldn't have got elected.
No.
But once he's in, he's dismantling this stuff. And I love it because if you want to run a business, you got to stop spending $70,000 on a table and stop worrying about Bill, who makes the table.
Yeah.
Like, that's your buddy.
Yeah.
He owns a furniture store.
Right. And
he was like, well,
there's some money that nobody counts. You know, you want some?
Like, it was like Bill Clinton. I'll use him because he obviously did it.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve, you still own that furniture store?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to buy a table from you for $70,000.
I don't have a $70,000.
I know. You got an $800 table?
Yeah.
We'll buy that
one
for $70 grand.
What?
Yeah, we're going to take it. Now, here's the deal. I'm going to put $50 grand of that in your pocket.
You can do that?
You're going to donate $20,000 to my campaign. All right, you go with that?
Yeah, we can make that.
All right, actually to my PAC, because my PAC can pay me.
Right, or maybe your charity for Haiti.
Right.
Well, that would be good. Okay.
And so that's how it works. And by the way, that's done in what I call the good old boy network, okay? Because you got to be in the know. You can't just you can't present that to like a new senator and be like, hey, man. Hey, get on my page, man, and we'll feed your pocket, huh? We'll feed your pocket, huh? It doesn't work that way. No. It's for the people that have been in the game. They understand the game. They know how to work the game. And the longer they've been a politician, the more they're doing it.
Or he's
Why
planted.
President Trump is a great president. Now, Boy, I can't wait to. I'm gonna bust this out real quick, loud and proud, real soon. So I haven't told anybody what you guys all know, but about what's happening in mid-February.
All right. This video that I sent you guys is she is famous TikTok, and what she does is she dances to the news, and she just does like headlines. I don't put the music because we'll get blocked, but she is like just gives you the headline, and then that's it, and moves on. Like has I don't know how many millions
What song
of followers.
is it?
Kissy face,
But she's doing a parody of it?
No, she you have to read the top part because you get banned on some,
Yeah, I'll get us some royalty-free music if you want to do this. We're going to start tomorrow.
But yeah, if you see, he'll talk about, she talks about things that are happening, normally politics and stuff like that. So she's talking about the Department of Education right now.
Can you just turn it on a little bit? I want to hear what she's talking about. Just give me 5 seconds of it. I want to hear this thing for 5 seconds.
Just so you get a feel for her. She doesn't say anything. You have to read the words.
Oh, she doesn't say.
And then, so after 7 p.m. on Monday, the tariffs were old news.
Okay, all right, I got you.
We're already on the Department of Education. That's because she just states the obvious that people don't want to talk about. And you can pause it between there. Because she encourages you to read everything that she's talking about. So Trump already is preparing an order to dismantle the Department of Education, blah blah blah. So yeah, lightning speed.
The Department of Education is horrible.
Yeah.
And you know what's going to happen when the Department of Education gets dismantled?
That money's we're gonna wonder what the hell happened.
And we are going to be able to run our school system the way we want. And the way that they feel that is right. And I won't have any government oversight. And you can bring lunches back to the way they used to be.
Yeah.
Because lunches can't be the way they are not used to be because of Michelle Obama.
Yeah, that was bad.
She implemented some really bad things. But all our kids are going to eat healthy. And all the kids are like, I'll just throw this shit in the trash.
Put it in the garbage. So thanks.
Right. It's so much waste, man. That's the issue. It's not about anything other than they're taking it and throwing it away. The amount of waste is astronomical. Please stop. You got to give me. Look, I'm not going to do it.
No.
I'm not going to do it. I
know you feel.
I want to run for school board, and I might do it again. But if I do it, it's going to be the rawest thing I've ever done.
Yeah.
And because here's the deal: when I ran the first time, I was like, well, I
don't want to piss off everybody.
I'm going to play along with the role of a Republican and be right and do my thing. And I'm a conservative. I love it, right? But the one thing I was worried about is anything that in my past or anything comes up. Well, it all came out.
Comes out anyway.
So I don't care anymore.
Yeah. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it. Right. What you want to talk about? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about because you get so, and here's what's funny is Jesse Perdone is a Bonita Springs city council member. Cool guy. I like him, right?
Yeah.
Just a cool guy, right? Always taking sunglass pictures with me. I just think him and Byron, they always like to do sunglass pictures. And when I lost, he was like, dude, I lost my first time too. And don't lose the confidence and stuff like that. And so you kind of get pissed off, and then you go through a cycle of loss and remorse and all these things, right? You go through all these emotions, and then afterwards you start realizing, well, and then you watch Trump, and Trump ran with the rawest campaign ever. Yeah. Like he was like, "Oh my God, are you even alive in there? Why am I debating the guy that's?" What did you say? I don't even know what this guy said,
and neither does he.
Right?
It was kind of like.
And I'll remember there's a time your neighbor. Dan, who look, by the way, I don't have issues with Dan. Dan and I squashed stuff in an event. It was a great conversation. Yeah. He did ask me what my position and what my place is with the Lord Savior Jesus Christ about 46 times, and I said, man, quit asking, because God and I relationship is between God and I. It's not between God and the world. And I have a great relationship with God. Yeah. I am a baptized Catholic. I'm a practicing Presbyterian. I don't know how that works, but me, I've been to church, all right, a lot. All right? Yeah. So it always upset me. But nevertheless, we did a campaign event where it was like a debate, and they set us right next to each other, boom, 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 shoulder to shoulder on a stage, no space.
Yeah.
Well, bro, I can side talk all day, bro. That's like this is a game, right? We're gaming on, right?
Right.
So I was like, they were saying a date for something, and I was like, I think it's 5th, maybe the 8th. So I start talking to myself because I know he's going to talk on it next.
Okay.
So I'm trying to throw his thoughts off. So I'm talking out loud to myself, but I'm aiming my lips right at Dan. And Dan gets up there and fumbles the question like a Biden answer. It was horrendous. Like, where did chopper? And I wanted to go up and I wanted to destroy him and go, what did he say? But I just said, whatever he said, I don't know. But what I do know is this, and this. And I went through my answer. And you spend your time, and I'll never forget, and this is what we have to stop listening to. Mm-hmm. If the border was a big issue, all right, would you agree the border was a big issue?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Do you think everybody agreed the border was a big issue?
Yes, but they won't admit it.
We don't need to talk about it.
Yeah.
We all know it's a big issue.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the underlying issues, like the $70,000 or $700,000 for a table or whatever that guy paid for a table. Like, let's talk about those things that you're going to fix because I want to hear that. And that's with all my campaigns. And when I ran for office, I found myself a lot going into how do you feel about critical race theory? Meanwhile, DeSantis has already eliminated critical race theory. I mean, before I ever got through my campaign, critical race theory had been eliminated from Florida schools via DeSantis. So an executive order DeSantis stopped that, but it was still there. Yeah. And what about these books? And I was like, oh, my God. I figured out what happened after the fact. The narrative was given to the candidates by the machine. Mm-hmm. The machine dictates the narrative. Mm-hmm. So now the narrative is not anything that actually has change involved. And if you don't believe me, I don't believe the conservative school board that we have now is making the conservative decisions they should make. Drug-free Lee can't get into Lee County schools. I don't even understand the reason. You can't give me a reason. There's no reason. I even said I'm going to call and ask for a reason. I don't need to ask for a reason. There's no reason not to have them giving you after-school programs for kids to get involved in. And if 5 kids get involved and one of those kids' life is saved because of it, then I'm in. Right. All right? Because that's what needs to happen. And I think we get caught up into the narrative instead of looking at the real issues.
That's what happens.
I'm sorry.
Always.
And I realized it now. The narrative is given by the machine, and the machine reads the narrative. So what I mean by that is the machine is going to put candidates into the race. Mm-hmm. Okay? So their campaign managers and campaign consultants all feed them the same thing that's coming from where? From the higher ups in the party.
Right. It's like, we need to talk about this so people stop focusing on the real stuff.
Right. And then you get into these things and you start 100% doing that.
Should we label a bathroom and then boom, the whole world goes nuts and that's all they think about? You know?
Oh my God, that's the whole reason I ran.
No,
the whole reason I ran was the poster. They had a poster up there. They had some poster on the wall at the schools. It was like, if you don't want to be a boy, it's okay.
What?
Oh, it was a big deal. Like, it was a big thing. Like, there was all these different...
In elementary school?
Oh, and all schools.
Wow.
Like, they made one of those, like, you know, like a OSHA thing.
Yeah.
Right.
But they put it up
like
there.
Like, wash your hands before...
Oh, my God.
Employees supposed to wash hands?
I went to a school board meeting that day, and there must have been 4,000 people there. And I was like, you know, the issue is nobody up there is a parent.
Yeah.
And if they are a parent, their kids aren't in the Lee County school system. And I'm sorry, but there's actually one right now whose kid I see every day when I pick Finn up from his private school.
Yeah.
I see that school board member there picking her kid up from a private school.
Because the other one, they've made it so bad that they can't even send their own people. Their own kids.
You should not be allowed, if your kid... I'll give you a good example. If you're a Lee County sheriff, guess what you can't do? Live outside of Lee County. Mm-hmm. You got to live in the county. You got to live in the county. Now, you have to live in the county to be a school board member, and, you know, and I get that, right? But you can't be an employee and live outside the county.
Right.
Let's just implement the same thing. You can't be a board member unless your kids go to the school that you're a board member of. It's a different, like, and you can't, well, the education isn't as good as it is. Like, you can't give me a reason.
You got the power to change it.
Right.
You got the power to fix it.
Right.
Make it personal.
Give me the reason.
Make it personal. Now your kids are
Give me
there.
the reason.
Yeah.
And you can't. And that's the issue. The machine runs it. The machine runs it so bigly that you can't, and this machine runs it so bad that they'll come after me for saying this. Like they're going to if the machine, and by the machine I mean the guys, and I could get more detailed in that, but I won't. But
the puppet master.
By the machine, that's who went after me. It wasn't the Democrats who went after me. It was the Republican machine to eliminate me so that they could have their Republican candidate who speaks the narrative get into office.
Because you're a wild card and they can't bank on you. You need to stop.
And you're not going to be able to bank on me next time.
You got to say, yes, sir.
I'm going to run for governor. I'm just kidding. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you. We got to take our first break here. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, I've got so much.
Are we going to talk about the Grammys, too?
We can talk about the Grammys. Did you watch them? Oh,
No, I'm talking about like after.
Right.
Yeah. When we come back, that's going to be interesting.
We can talk a little bit about the Grammys.
I just want to talk trash.
Ah.
I'm in a mood.
All right. It's Trash Talk Tuesday, and it continues next on Big Mama Radio.
You're listening to the Joshua Tree Stream.
You guys always play the hits.
On Florida's favorite radio station, Big Mama Radio. Do you want to give your child an experience that goes beyond the rink? Something that builds character, fosters teamwork, and ignites lifelong passion for the game? Welcome to Florida Warriors Youth Hockey Club. At the Florida Warriors, we believe in more than just teaching kids to skate. We're committed to developing strong, confident players who understand the value of teamwork, integrity, and dedication. Our program is about creating memories and friendships that last a lifetime, both on and off the ice. From high-quality training to building positive locker room culture, every part of our program is designed with one goal in mind, giving every child the chance to shine. Ready to get your child started? The Florida Warriors Youth Hockey Club is open for kids ages 6 to 18. Visit FloridaWarriorsHockey.com today for more information and to sign them up. Let your child discover the joy of hockey while learning lessons that will last a lifetime. At Florida Warriors, we live by our motto, honor, attitude, respect. Join us where the future of hockey and life begins. Florida Warriors Hockey, it's more than just a game. They say Southwest Florida is the lightning capital of the world. So it only makes sense that the firm that knows Southwest Florida the best is Lightning Realty Group. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or rent, Lightning Realty Group is a full-service brokerage. They even offer complete management services for your property. So put them to work for you. Lightning Realty Group, taking Florida real estate by storm. 239-201-2951 or lightningrealtygroup.llc.com.
Looking to buy or sell a home in beautiful Southwest Florida? Meet Sherry Sullivan from United Real Estate. As a lifelong resident of this amazing area, she knows where to buy your next home. With her local expertise, dedication, and commitment to clients, Sherry provides a personalized experience that makes buying or selling a home smooth and enjoyable. Sherry Sullivan is here to help you find your Florida dream home. Meet a property manager? Just call Sherry. Experience what a dedicated realtor can do for you. Call Sherry Sullivan at 239-849-8892
Is your yard looking cluttered with
today.
dead branches, overgrown limbs, or trees growing too close for comfort? At Joshua Tree Inc., our team is here to handle all your tree care needs. Whether it's shaping, removal, or improving the health and safety of your landscape, we provide free consultations and estimates to find the perfect solution for you. When you're ready to revitalize your landscape, trust Joshua Tree for top-notch, reliable tree care services. Call 239-888-6817 or visit myjoshuatree.com. Let's make your trees and your landscape look their best. We're here to help.
I just want
All your hits.
Now I see nothing better. It's the best.
BMR, your favorite radio station.